Hello and welcome to the 120th episode of the M7 Innovation Brief. I'm your host, Matt Marr. We've got media, tech, and innovation, not just for planet Earth. We've got some outer space stories. 90 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Let's talk virtual fashion. Gucci is selling a new virtual pair of sneakers that can only be worn digitally through augmented reality. Let's zoom out. We're underestimating how big of a market virtual fashion is, especially on social. I've run some numbers. Virtual fashion exists in gaming. Take Fortnite. Users spent $400 million last year on skins, basically clothing and accessories for their avatars. That game has 31 million daily active users. Facebook touches 2.26 billion people every day, and the avatar you dress up is yourself. If Facebook captured even half of the interest in revenue that Fortnite did in 2020 with their scale, it would be a $14 billion industry overnight. Let's talk neural interfaces. Facebook announced a wrist-worn AR device that uses electromyography sensors to interpret motor nerve signals, basically allowing your body to be a computer interface. There's a lot to unpack here. Neural interfaces are still a ways away, but they're the natural progression of human-computer interaction. We'll go from clicks to swipes to voice to thinking. The problem here can be summed up in a few words. Facebook, our brains. You never want to hear those three words together, and mass adoption for a product like this from a company like Facebook is light years away. Let's talk about a metal with a memory. Nitinol is a shaped metal alloy that can be trained to remember its own shape. The use cases are everywhere. The wheels of a rover on Mars can flex and shift to get around obstacles. Surgeons can create heart stents that dilate blood vessels on their own. It's the perfect innovation in its simplicity. One material, one function, malleability and memory, and a ton of useful and even life-saving purposes. Well, that's all the time that we have for the M7 Innovation Brief. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week.